What's happening, guys? It's Bharat Nagpal for iGyaan.in, and today we have the new SONY Ericsson Yendo. This is a new phone which is a touchscreen phone from SONY Ericsson, and we're going to quickly unbox this device and quickly review it for you guys. This has just been launched in India. It costs about 5,500 rupees. So let's quickly go ahead and unbox the new SONY Ericsson Yendo. So on the box you have some instructions on how to remove the back cover and insert the battery, an image indicating the power button and the lock key. So let's quickly pull out the stuff. First we have a USB 2.0 to micro USB data cable, which is possibly used for charging as well. You do have a SONY Ericsson AC mains charger, which has a USB port on one side, so the data cable and the charging cable is the same cable. You also get in-ear style earphones from SONY Ericsson with ear tips for a smaller size. Very good quality earphones, we presume, because SONY Ericsson was one of the first companies to start giving in-ear type earphones with their devices, and these ones seem decent enough. We'll review them in our full review, which is going to be on our website iGyaan.in, so you can read about the earphones on the full review page. You also get a blue cover for the back panel of the Yendo, and you get the device itself. I'm going to put this aside for the timing and look at the rest of the contents. So we have a 970 mAh battery, which is a BST38. You get a emergency guide in Hindi, a user guide in English, important information in Hindi and English. You get a warranty certificate, and you get a SAR information declaration of conformity booklet as well. So all your usual documentation is in here as well. And that's everything from the box. Let's take a close look at the device itself. So on the front of the SONY Ericsson Yendo is the earpiece over here, a 2.6-inch resistive touchscreen display with a center selection button at the bottom over here, and you have a small hole for the microphone as well. You have nothing on the bottom of the device. On the right hand side you have just the volume rocker. On the top over here you have a 3.5mm headphone jack with the proprietary lead out which SONY Ericsson does, so you can use it for other purposes as well. You have the power on and lock and unlock button, and you have the micro USB charging port. On the back over here is the camera and the loudspeaker. Removing the back cover reveals the SIM card slot and the battery compartment, and on the right hand side over here is the 2GB micro SD card which comes with the device. So make sure you get this in your package. Let's quickly insert the battery and power on the device. We also get this blue cover that we mentioned earlier, so we're going to put this one on right now. And let's quickly power on the device. Powering on the Yendo, you will see this screen, and press the lock button to unlock the screen. You get the standard SONY Ericsson home screen layout where you have the time and date in the center of the screen. You have 4 tabs on the sides of the screen which are used for shortcuts. You can pull out the full menu and swipe through it from the bottom of the screen. The touchscreen is a resistive touchscreen and is not as responsive as some of the other screens that we have seen lately, and is a little slow to respond. Also, the operating system is quite slow and buggy, and it does kind of crash in the middle sometimes, doesn't respond to your touch very easily. You do have on your home screen, you do have quick shortcuts to your contacts, your messaging, dial-up, and the Walkman, which is essentially a music player. And you also have the full menu, which has a bunch of applications pre-installed. You have the Play Now button, calendar, the camera application for the album. And I'm sure you guys can notice this, but the text on the screen is not readable. The wallpaper in the menu background can be changed, but it stays the same in some features, like, for example, if you go into the dialer, you'll always see this background, the blue background, and it makes it essentially impossible to look at the numbers. The color of the text used on the device is white, and it kind of blends in with the wallpaper, and it's really difficult to read the text on the buttons, and while in a message you will see that it's really difficult to read the font on the messaging keyboard. So this is something that SONY Ericsson probably didn't think of in a hurry to roll out the device. We don't know. You do get all your social networking applications like Facebook, Twitter, Orkut, pre-installed onto the device. You also have a bunch of games like BB Revolution and Nightclub Fever, which are Java games which are pre-installed onto the device as well. If you don't know the name of a particular song, you can run track ID and find out the name of the song. So Sony Ericsson was the first to give this service out. You also have a video player, an email client, a voice recorder and a stopwatch. Those are basically the main menu items. And I'm going to quickly show you the dialer screen. Again, it's very difficult to read the numbers on the screen because of the text and the wallpaper in the background. This wallpaper, we tried to change it, cannot be changed. Possibly if we change the theme or something, this can be changed, but essentially when it comes out of the box, it's practically impossible to read the numbers on this. Let's quickly call customer care. Since we are on Vodafone, it's 111. And let's put it on loudspeaker.
We are happy to help you. Vodafone 3G is here. It's not.
So the loudspeaker is essentially pretty loud, and we are yet to test out the speaker and the mics. We'll put that in the review, in the full review on iGyaan.in. So be sure to check that out. A very standard camera application. You don't get any settings in this. You can switch from video to shooting mode, and that's about it. No additional settings on this camera. It's just a basic camera application. You just click pictures, no additional settings, no effects, nothing is given. We'll quickly go into the messages and create a message. This does have a standard keyboard. It does not have a QWERTY keyboard, so it has a 9-pad keyboard layout. And let's see if we can type on this. We are still not happy with the text colors and the font used, so Sony Ericsson should have thought of that. There is a slight lag from the screen, but you do get this haptic feedback every time you tap on the screen. A very slight vibration to confirm your tap, so that's something which is nice. So that's everything from the Sony Ericsson Yendo. Entry-level budget phone from Sony Ericsson. Comes with 2 covers. Build quality seems okay. It's very plasticky. It's essentially completely made out of plastic front and back. The touchscreen is somewhat decent, not too responsive, not too happy with the kind of colors used on the screen. We'll tell you about the call quality, the microphone and the battery life on the full review page in iGyaan.in, so be sure to check that out as well. We are happy that they've given 2 cover options, so a white and a blue, nice options. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, this was the new Sony Ericsson Yendo. For more unboxings, reviews and tutorials, please visit iGyaan.in. You can rate and comment on this video below. If you have any questions, you can log into our forums at igyaanforum.com. This has been Bharz Nagpal for iGyaan.in, and thank you for watching.